life of the party. Like,
they try to make me that person.
Okay.
I'm just being me. I'm just being me.
right,
And
like all day, every day, this is her.
it's hard for me not to be me. Either you're gonna love me, you're gonna like me, or you're not. And it doesn't matter. If you love me, I'm gonna love you back.
Okay.
So who has the biggest personality?
So when you say biggest personality, like in what way though?
Like the biggest personality that, you know, if you're there, it's always a good time.
Yes.
Always. Okay.
Charlotte.
It's her too. It's her too. I'm turn it up anyway.
Because I'm the jokester. She's the party girl.
Okay.
I got
I like
the
to have
camera.
fun.
I will always have the camera on them at all costs. It don't matter. I
Make
take
all the
pictures
noise
of
on
all
the
of them.
bike.
You always
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just like having fun, enjoying laughing, and so if you want to call it the life of the party, then hey, let's have fun. It's a positive energy. Laughing does something to everybody. And if I can make you laugh, if I can say something to make you laugh and be like, girl, you crazy, okay.
What's the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened on a motorcycle?
I was riding my little girl on my bike, and I got ready to turn my wheel to go up into the driveway, and the bike just tilted over with both of us on it. So that was, yeah. But I mean, you know, you're gonna drop it sometime. You know, everybody's gonna drop it at least once. but that was mine.
What do you do when you're not riding?
Oh.
I'm working.
I work.
I do hair.
I'm
And
working.
take care of my children.
Working, great kids, multitasking. We all got different projects going on. She's doing her legal thing, and they do makeup and hair and pageants, and I truck drive. I got a book break come out. I got my clothing line about to come out. So
What's the name of the clothing line?
ML3 Enterprises. Yes.
Nice.
What's the name of your book?
Well, we kind of want to keep that private for a second.
Before it's released.
Before it's released, because
Right.
we've been dating everybody in this kind of network, and people are really excited. It's 2 books. One is about me being an amputee and all the careers I've had, and the other one is a tell-all book
Tell all.
that I've actually been hypnotized for already. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
That you've been hypnotized for?
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So that means you were hypnotizing when you were.
They took me back to a lot of stuff I must have really blocked out.
Wow.
That's deep.
Yeah, and Marcia, she's the head at the club now. So
Yeah,
she's
I'm a
working
manager at Mooney's Lounge, so I'm like, I don't have spare time really. So my schedule just changed at my regular job. So I'm off on the weekends now, but I'm usually at work and then at Mooney's Lounge, day parties, night parties, all types of events. So I'm glad to be here though. I got a couple of other things that my hands are into. I got a boutique as well.
And with me, I have 2 TV shows that I host and produce. They're both weekly shows and radio as well. And like I said, just working on executive producer of Beautiez Bikerz. And I'm doing a lot of, I don't even know how one person
can do all of it.
I don't know how she walks
it's
right
just,
now.
she just delivered a baby.
I've been up all
She
night.
just
delivered the baby.
Yeah, all night. I have had no sleep. But
So name something that someone would be surprised to know about you.
what would somebody be surprised to know about me? I'm shy.
No.
I was gonna say
A little. You know, I am kind of reserved in my own world. So I am. You know, I'm around a lot of people all the time, but when it comes to like my own little personal self, I'm very kind of
Closed in.
yeah.
So what do you guys want to gain from this show?
For women to understand that you can overcome anything, not just women, but children, adults, just period. To understand you can overcome anything, you can stay strong within yourself. And then also just don't give up on yourself.
And fight, man, like not in a negative way, but fight in a way where nothing should be able to hold you back. Like we all got our challenges in different ways. You know, it may be somebody's height, it might be somebody's language, it may be whatever, it may be a disability. You know, the mission I hope to get out of this for people to see is fight. You know, life don't have to stop because you was born a certain way or you have to live a certain way. Or
You can be professional and have fun, and you can love on your sisters, like you were saying, without any drama. I mean, that's what we're gonna have drama naturally, but overall, we're cool with each other. We love each other. We're here together. We're not gonna be looking like we're here on the show together and we're beefing like that. If it is, you better know that we're good in the background. We're gonna make up. We're gonna love each other. We're gonna piece it out.
I mean, I don't know about all that.
She know about all that.
That's
We
the
is.
thing. Yeah,
Yes,
I want it to be a message with every episode. You know, every episode. Like, my life is, I want to have a purpose. I don't want to be on this earth just, for somebody to be like, oh, that's her, she mean, and, or, she could have done this. You know what I'm saying? I want to make a difference in somebody's life every single day, whether it's something that I say that's life changing. I might, a way that I made them feel, maybe a treatment that I done. Just something, because I'm on a platform that I can help people.
Right, absolutely.
And I want to use it to the very best of my ability. There's no reason why I can't put references on the end of my episodes saying, love yourself.
Right.
Believe in who you are. Can't is not an option.
Right. And so how much of your real life will we be able to see on camera?
A lot of mine.
Pretty much get all mine.
Yeah, you get some of mine.
Yeah, because like the show is based around pretty much me and like events that I go to, and like I said, we pull up on our bikes, and the cutie pies, they say we always making an entrance, and they just
and noise and smoke and all that stuff out here. Like really.
So I'm trying to keep the peace, like I hope these girls won't act over here because they mad because they got some smoke on them or something.
In our hair, we don't want these guys smelling our hair. Y'all don't blow smoke in it. You gotta go put hairspray.
How can fans follow you guys? How can fans follow Beautiez and Bikerz?
That's on all our social media.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready to also have a make a Beautiez and Bikerz fan page as well.
Fan page. So you'll have that available with the fan page. Now bookings, because I know you guys are doing a lot of bookings, and how do people reach you? Just
go on Doc Honeycutt, my Facebook page. Yeah, appearances and events. You can send me an inbox on Facebook or IG as well. Doc Honeycutt, everything.
So Instagram, Facebook, they can reach Doc Honeycutt.
Yep, and Root Gear Writers Productions on IG and Facebook as well.
Well, thank you, ladies, so much for spending time with us. I'm telling you, I'm so excited for this season. I can't wait to see the first episode of the show. Well, that's the end of our show, guys. Thank y'all so much for being here with us.
Awesome.
And everybody, thank you for joining Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen.
And the F in fame.
See you next time.
Bye. I'm Laura Starling, and this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. Contemporary conceptual art, it's created from the heart. Art has movement, art is real. Allow me to introduce artist Edwin Gil. Hi, Edwin.
Hi, thank you for inviting me to your program.
Absolutely. Thank you for allowing us to be in your beautiful home.
No, my pleasure.
So who is Edwin Gil?
Who is Edwin Gil? Edwin Gil is a dreamer. He's a Colombian human that moved to the States almost 10 years ago. I was escaping after I lost my partner, and it was kind of hard to believe life. It was kind of hard to feel the things they feel right now, and through the art, I think I healed. So that's what I say is a dreamer, because I think that's what art gives us as a human. We have the opportunity to continue dreaming, and when you stop dreaming, it's like you don't have any more goals to accomplish, or you don't have the things that you want to do. So definitely I can say
A dreamer.
A dreamer, yes.
So where did you grow up?
I grew up in Colombia. I am the oldest of 6 kids.
6 kids.
Yes, I come from a very poor family. I started working when I was close to 5 years. That's normal in Latin America for a low income families. So at the oldest, they always we try to help to bring a little bit more money to help the family.
The family.
Yeah.
So how were you exposed to art?
When I was exposed to art through my family, I come from an artist family, and since I was little, I remember my uncles, my aunts, they was painting, they have a studio, so the smell of turpentine, oils, that was kind of part of my childhood. My grandfather he was an amazing artist too, a musician. We need to continue dreaming, we need to continue expressing ourselves, we know a fear to kind of expose ourselves to other people. So I believe when we come to this world, every human is an artist.
Exactly.
But they are losing that when they grow up.
As you're creating art, how are you inspired? Like, what is your inspiration for your pieces?
Well, it's different things. Life has different colors. All the situations that we live daily kind of give us the feel that the artist needs to kind of to transform in colors and forms and many things. But definitely what I find kind of my daily inspiration is be focused to one point. So I always work with series, like diversity is one of the things that I've been working for a long time, and for me it's so important. So it's close to my heart. So because it's close to my heart, it's maybe easy to put all those elements that I need to put as an artist.
Now, what type of or what genre of art do you create?
The type of art I do is conceptual contemporary, right? Has a different, I've been doing kind of different series in the kind of line. The last one is minimalist, because I think with the age, I start learning like life is more simple.
When you're creating art, how do you know when the art is complete, when it's finished?
It's finished.
Yeah.
There's an amazing question, and it's kind of hard, but when you repeat and when you do things, it's one moment when you start kind of learning in the process, right? I think art happen the same. It's one moment when you realize like it doesn't matter, or it's not how much color or how much texture or how much thing you can bring. It's how much you can understand the language that a piece is talking to you and just let it be. So I start listening more my art and it's one moment that the piece is telling you it's enough, that's it. And that's when I stop.
That's when you stop and you know it's done.
It's ready.
So you created the Faces of Diversity, which you're on 42.
Yes.
Wow. What was your inspiration for creating the Faces of Diversity?
Okay. Well, I think life in general, I had a dream one time. That was when I moved here, I lost my home. So the dream was creating kind of a piece that kind of communicate to the community of Charlotte that happened in 2008. And my dream was creating the American flag with the handprints of the kids from different schools, because I want to highlight the diversity.
Right.
As an immigrant, as Latino, I see a lot of things happening, and that was kind of sad, because when you are a kid, you don't have any other option. You just move because your parents bring you to different countries, not like because you want to move. When you are an adult, you move and you deal with those situations. So I see a lot of things happen in the school. So I created the American flag with the handprints of the 2,500 kids, and that was a beautiful project. So when I was doing the project, I always ask the kids, what means home for you? And a lot of the kids in some of the schools of Charlotte, they tell me that a hotel. And I was like, what?
And the kids were staying in the hotel.
Yes, but I don't understand as an immigrant, like some people live in a hotel because they are homeless.
Absolutely.
And that was painful when I find out the whole story about what hotel means for them. They show me the Colombian flag, and they say for me, home is Colombia. That's my country. So I was completely different. I said, what is life talking to me at this moment?
Right.
What I need to understand. So I finished the project. That was a beautiful project. I have a great memories. And then I did the Colombian flag with the handprints of the Colombians. So when I was traveling around the world, I traveled for 20 different cities around the world, carrying the Colombian flag, and I present that flag at the bicentenary of Colombia. That gave me the opportunity to understand more the problem that immigration has around the world. We need to understand that we are completely the same. It doesn't matter if some people are a little bit brown or white, or the eyes are different, or the body is completely different. We are humans, and we are part of the same world.
Right.
And we need to respect, we need to understand, because for me the most beautiful thing that the human has is what is inside of you, that respect that you can have for another person.
Absolutely.
And I don't see that happening, so that's how Faces of Diversity start.
Now, part of your Faces of Diversity, you paid homage to President Barack Obama when he was here in Charlotte. What other artwork that you did on some of the faces here, I would say?
Yes. A couple years ago, Charlotte had the opportunity to have the Democrat Convention, and was I feel so proud and so humble at the same time, because they selected a group of artists from the city, and I was one of those artists. I feel proud that America has the first Afro-American president, and I feel proud of the president at that time. And I did a series of different people. Barack Obama, the president, of course, he was at the Democrat Convention. Michael Jordan, who's from North Carolina. Mr. Levine. I did Queen Charlotte too. Just making kind of an emphasis in that piece. It was a beautiful piece. All those pieces come from the glass they are used to recreate those faces. Was from the old buildings in uptown Charlotte before Bank of America.
Oh.
Because the gallery where I working on, at that point that was before Bank of America. That was in that location. And when the owner sold that building to create the parking lot for Bank of America, he took the glass and he kept in his bar for many years. So I find the glass and I use the glass to recreate the faces of all the people. So that was for me, very beautiful and significant and for the city.
So how do you de-stress?
How de-stress? Definitely with yoga. That's how I do. Yes, I need to practice. I did a couple challenges. 365 days of yoga twice, and then that's my space.
That's your space, is the yoga.
Yes.
So where can art lovers follow you?
But edwingil.com, go to my website, you can see all my social media, Facebook, Instagram, where I always post what I'm doing and what I am doing, what I'm doing.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you for this opportunity.
Absolutely. So we're going to do cheers to you.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers to you.
And to you for amazing program. That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, this is Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. See you next time.
JHLMG, fresh. Yeah, what are you doing?
Hey, we're back again, and I am super excited about this episode. Well, let's get our introductions in order. I'm Laura Starling.
And this is your boy JT.
And I'm your boy Jay the Guy.
And this is Queen City Fame.
Where did the Q in Queen?
The F in Fame.
Aha. We have a wonderful guest today. We have Emmanuel, Old Boy Fresh. Who is Old Boy Fresh, or is it Emmanuel, or is it Pastor Manny?
Oh man, it is all of those. It is all of those. I mean, we all wear different hats all the time, and so mine is, at times I'm Emmanuel Threatt, at times I'm Pastor Manny, at times I'm Fresh, and so they're all in there together. You gotta pull them out, just like every once in a while you just gotta, hey, this is what it is, and this is what it is, and so environments call for different things. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So today though, it's fresh.
It's fresh. All right.
Okay, so you're fresh today. Right?
Yeah,
so fresh and so clean. Okay, so all right, where did you grow up? So fresh.
I grew up here in North Carolina. I grew up in actually Matthews, and that's where I spent most of my childhood. We got here though when I was like 5. My dad was in the military, and so he was in Jacksonville, North Carolina, stationed there, and that's where actually I was born at. But then we moved here. I've been here my entire life, seen Charlotte grow, and it's been really good, really cool. I mean, this is home.
Excellent,
Yeah.
excellent.
So you are a pastor and you rap.
Yes. So I was been rapping well before I became a pastor. I've been rapping many years. We'll just leave it like that. We'll say many years. But yeah, I'm a pastor here in Charlotte as well. Actually got ordained about 1.5 years ago, and walking into that and seeing how that is going on.
So have you always been into Christian rap, or did you teeter on hip hop?
So it's interesting because my dad and mom, the household that we grew up in, always, they're pastors, and so always had an environment where godly lifestyle living was promoted, and it wasn't a fake kind of hey, I'm a pastor, but it's kind of at home was extra sketchy, and they're not beating people and it's abusive. No, it wasn't anything like that. It was actually a genuine, loving, godly home. And so being raised in that environment, rap just growing up in the 90s, it was just a part of the culture. Just a part of the culture. And so it's me and my boys, we would make songs, and I so remember making this is well before you could go online and buy beats and things like that. We would take the end parts of songs, back to y'all young though. So back then we had tapes, so we had the back end of a song would have have 15-20 seconds of not just instrumental. We would take that and splice that together and end up making a beat. And so we would make songs based off of that, and it just oh man, back then kids nowadays don't know nothing about YouTube.
You were a producer.
So we have all this music, and I'm sure that in your church there's a lot of great music going on there. What is the name of your church if I wanted to visit?
It's Christian Faith Assembly. It's off of Idlewild Road on the east side of Charlotte, and we've been at the location we're at now for about 17 years.
Oh wow!
And it's my dad's church. He founded. He founded the church almost 30 years ago, but we moved in that location about 17 years ago.
So do they call you Pastor Manny or Fresh?
They do call me Pastor Manny.
Okay. I had to clear that up.
Pastor
you said it. Have you ever showed up to church fresh?
Hey. They all see. The thing is, here's the thing though. You get all at the same time. It's not you might have a moment where the fresh comes out. Might be ministry. Pastor, he's doing a sermon, and then you gonna get it. It's a part of it. It's just a part of who I am, and so.
So what type of artist do you consider yourself? Is it Christian rap? Is it Christian hip hop? Is it what do you call it? Because there's a message in your
That's
music.
so funny. That's a big online discussion. Whether you're a Christian rapper or a rapper that's Christian. Honestly, I don't even think about that. I am a believer. I'm a believer in the Bible. I'm a believer in Christ, in Jesus. That's who I am. And so whether somebody says a Christian rapper or a rapper that's Christian, it doesn't matter to me. I don't like put that label on it. I only thing I do is I enjoy making music. I enjoy presenting the gospel in a creative way, presenting the truths that I believe in the scriptures a certain way through music. And so if it's a Christian rapper, great. If it's a rapper that's Christian, great. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, that's a big
it's a
one right
whole big debate though. Yeah.
To each his own. So
Yeah.
I guess with your lifestyle, that obviously had some major influence on your music, which led you to rap about Christian morals and values. Why is that so important to you to rap about Christian hip hop?
I personally believe that a lot of the things that we see in this culture and society, the only solution is a relationship with Christ. That's my personal beliefs, and I've seen it firsthand how like the power of having a relationship with Christ can change somebody that, from somebody that's dealing with, addictions or dealing with issues, and literally be shifted into a totally different trajectory on their life because of their walk with God. And so only thing I believe that it's our job as ones who know that to present it to others in ways that they can digest it. And so if, it's like, if the young dude on the block can't digest it from, some, preacher with a 3-piece suit, okay, well, well, then I'm going to meet him. I'm going to, hey, here's a song, right, here's a song. It's the same message, just presented differently, so.
I think that's huge. A lot of people don't want to adapt
Yeah.
and try to
Right.
overcome it. Like, hey, you listen to all this rap music, you can remember the lyrics, I can put some stuff together for you to remember. It's going to have a good, clean, positive message and, really hope to change someone's life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and see, I was thinking the same thing as when I listened to your song, What Are You Doing? It was like, I was like fired up. I was like, yeah, this is some stuff right here. This is it. And then all of a sudden, it clicked the message.
Yeah.
Like immediately, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's a way to actually connect with millennials.
Yep.
Was that on purpose?
It was. I mean, everything that I do with music is on purpose. Again, for me, and this, I'm just speaking for me, I look at music as a tool. I look at it as an opportunity, a tool though to be used in order for a greater vision, a greater purpose. And so like that song, it's a combination of motivation, but also personal experience too, because there's, in the second verse of that song, I talk about some things that I went through when I was a police officer. And so when I was a police officer, I had dealt with some things, and that's actually in the second verse of the song. And so I talk about that and kind of express my feelings and emotions about that. But the whole song is a challenging song. Obviously it's a fun song, but it's supposed to be challenging because it's supposed to encourage and say, hey, there's something you're supposed to do.
Right.
You're supposed to motivate. You're supposed to be an inspiration. You're supposed to be more than just talking about, hey, let's see change, but actually let's do change. Let's be change. Let's actually do something with the words that we say, and actually put action behind it. Yeah.
So I'd love to hear that song because I know I mean I want our viewers to hear it. I've heard it probably about 10, 12 times.
That's
Because
awesome.
I didn't want to miss anything
Yeah.
in the song, but I definitely want our viewers to hear it. So can you perform that for us?
Will do. Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Talk is cheap, what you doing up? Talk is cheap, what you doing up? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Talk is cheap, what you doing up? Talk is cheap, what you doing up? Yeah, I know what I'm doing. That truth I'm pursuing. Next up, higher we move. Order my steps to be choosing. Life aiming, trying to bring the doom. Sorry, I will not play the fool. Media say we a bunch of goons. Street fighters, king around you. I'm running this race till I'm out of breath. Giving my all till there's nothing left. On a new adventure, Johnny Quest. No need a question, we are the best. Yeah, yell I'm on in. Burgundy fluid has covered my sin. My God is great, watch him do it again. Victory's mine, we already win. Yeah, from heaven to earth. Bringing his will from heaven to earth. Made in his image from breath in the dirt. You are important, so know what you're worth. They talking about Rugers taking a life at the head of a shooter. Nothing but bull, I can smell the manure. I could go on, but you know what you're doing. Why not be an inspiration? Why not give out motivation? Why not be a generation that's doing more than conversating? Why not be an inspiration? Why not give out motivation? Why not be a generation that's doing more than conversating? Yeah, what are you doing? 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 Talk is cheap, what you doing? Talk is cheap, what you doing? What are 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 you doing? Talk is cheap, what you doing? Talk is cheap, what you doing?
Wow, why not be an inspiration? Why not give out motivation? Oh, I'm speaking like a poet. You do it better. Oh, it was miraculous. Wow.
That was awesome.
It was great.
That's awesome, man. But that song was phenomenal, man. Yeah. Great message, great beat, and I can tell it came from the heart. And what's your message to us, man?
You know, I think one of the main things that, especially kids today, one of the things is that the choices that you make today, they really do determine your future. Like the things that, you know, it might not seem that, that it's going to carry a lot of weight, but it actually does carry a lot of weight. And so make good choices now. And I know that might seem easier said than done, but I mean, it's important to make good choices now. So that involves having friends that will motivate you, encourage you to make those good decisions. So if anybody's around you, your circle, is not helping you make good decisions, yeah, you need to cut them out.
Yeah, it says that in the word too, about making sure you keep your company right. So yeah, definitely watch who you hang out with. Now, people want to keep up with you. The people at home, how can they follow you to keep up with all of your stuff that's going on?
So me personally, you can follow me at Old Boy Fresh. So that's across the board from Facebook, Instagram.
You own the rights.
That's me. Old Boy Fresh. That's OHBOYPHRESH. So,
well, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Queen City Fame. It has been my pleasure. This is JT.
And I'm Laura Starling.
And I'm your boy Jay the God.
I'm Fresh, and this is Queen City Fame.
Where we put the Q in Queen.
And the F in Fame.
That's right.
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
I'm not doing it.
Yeah, rolled up to a scene. Yeah, walked to a fiend. They looking so glazed over, sharing this hope they became sober. Yeah, walked that blue line, 5 on plus 2 more. Realized real quick though, our system is so cold. Tell me what more can I do? When I was blue, suspects were black. Day after day after day after day. Look at them stats, all of them black. Oh my, speak truth in the wrong tone. 6 weeks no pay, now go home. Good cop speak up, now he's gone. Looking at me like I'm King Kong. Can't look at the block like an enemy. Gotta have empathy, restoring family.
Hey everybody, it's your boy JT.
And I'm your boy Jay the God, and this is Let's Find Out.
Dun 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 dun. As you can see, we are at Emma Ruth Daughter's California Style Soul Food. Now, I never heard of California Style, but I have heard of Soul Food.
The essence of eatery.
Listen, as soon as I walked in, I smelled the food.
Hello, welcome to ERDS.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Phenomenal.
So how long has this place been here?
We've been here for a little over 2 years. We opened in May of 2016.
California Style Soul Food. Now, I've heard of Soul Food. That touched my soul. But I didn't know it came from California. So what is California Soul Food?
California Style Soul Food is, first of all, I'm originally from California. We don't cook any of our vegetables with pork. Our vegetables are vegetarian friendly.
So it's healthy.
It's healthy, but it's still good. And so that's where the California style comes from, my original birthplace, and also the way we prepare our sides, our health conscious.
Got you. My stomach is killing me right now. I'm hungry.
You want to try something? Is there something we can sample today?
Oh, absolutely. I got a real treat for you guys. Give me one moment. I'm going to put it together, and I'll bring it out and tickle your taste buds.
Well, you heard it here.
We're going to taste it, we're going to validate it, and we're going to let you know, is this the spot in the Queen City?
And you know we always tell the truth.
Okay, I'm going to give you guys a sample of our seafood experience, some of our newest items. Definitely had to put the shrimp in there, the fried shrimp. That's one of my top sellers. And we introduced flounder to our fish menu. and banana pudding, of course, and our famous cornbread. And I'm also testing out a new side that I'm going to have you guys sample, pintos with smoked turkey.
Oh.
So normally I don't do meat, but if I do, it's going to be turkey. So you guys are going to get to let everybody know what you think about some of our newest and top sellers.
Wow, healthy soul food. It looks pretty good. I mean, I'm just saying, like, I'm ready to dig in.
I'm gonna start with these pinto beans and turkey.
Okay. Pinto beans and turkey. Well, she said famous cornbread, so I gotta try it. Why are you doing your dance?
Woo!
No, okay. Woo! So the cornbread's pretty good.
This is banana pudding, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you guys something. Listen, I'm someone who really doesn't eat banana pudding, but watch, I believe in this.
You're right. The pinto beans are. Well, I guess it's good. I guess so. He doesn't even want to talk about it. He just wants to dance. It's crazy. That's insane.
Listen,
Anywho,
I told you the banana pudding satisfies.
The beans are well flavored. The smoked turkey. Now that's an interesting twist. Now I already tried the cornbread.
How was the cornbread?
You know, it has good flavor. Might need a little honey butter though. A little bit of honey butter.
Listen, cornbread is one of those staples, and soul food you just can't mess up. And she nailed it here. The consistency, the texture, spot on. And listen, I like mine with a little brown on the bottom. That's exactly what I got. Oh man, listen, this ain't no small shrimp. This is a real shrimp.
You trying the shrimp? I guess I got the flounder.
How is it?
Mmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Slap your mama good?
Let's not do that.
Maybe not that far.
Let's not go to war. I just don't want to say anything. All I will say is, this is really good. Wait a minute.
Listen, I'm about to taste this right here.
Okay.
This shrimp.
It's like perfectly breaded, perfectly seasoned. It's butter. Like, it's very light, but oh my goodness.
Wow. This is a phenomenal platter.
That's what I'm saying.
Every component on it works together. So listen guys, we're gonna finish our meal. Phenomenal. Make sure you come here. I love the California style. Listen, I don't even eat banana pudding. Anybody who knows me knows all I eat is chocolate. But this banana pudding right here at ERD's Eatery, listen, this is phenomenal. I validate this place. He validates this place. Come down here, get you some. This is JT from Let's Find Out. See ya.
I'm your boy Jay the God, and I guess I'm out too.
What's up, everybody? This is your girl Nayomi Charnelle, and I am the diva with the T, and that's TEE, True Entertaining Empowerment, here for Queen City Fame, where we put the Q in Queen and the F in Fame. You are tuned into the Underground, where I have a very special guest who goes by the name of Lil Ja. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. So where are you from?
Norwood, North Carolina.
Norwood, North Carolina.
Yeah.
So how did you become interested in music?
I just started in like 8th grade. I was playing around with my friends. We was all making crazy songs. I made this song called KFC, and everybody started laughing, and it just went viral.
Oh, it went viral. So can you give us a little bit of KFC? KFC,
I hit her with a 2-piece.
So it was about chicken.
Yeah.
Okay. So after that, then it just went through the high school, or what happened?
It went to the high school. It went to different high schools, and everybody started like posting it. They were like advertising on their snaps and stuff. So like, I just started taking music serious after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you describe your style?
Everywhere, all over the place. I'll write a song about anything. You know, I don't really have no certain genres.
So what would you say? What artists have inspired you the most?
NBA YoungBoy, of course. Quando Rondo, Lil Baby.
Nobody from the old school? Have you listened to anybody from the old school?
I mean, well, like, I ain't gonna lie, Fantasia. Fantasia. And Mary J. Blige, like
okay,
R&B.
Like,
yeah, that's like my R&B right there.
Now your single, "Feeling You," has hit over 1 million views. How did you feel about that?
Fantastic. I would turn my speakers up, jumping in, man. I was having a party in my room. I was happy about it for real. Like it was a big accomplishment. So like, yeah.
Okay, so that's 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah. That was probably the happiest day of my life. I can't lie. That was probably the happiest day of my life.
Okay, so who was that song about? Because that sounds like a young lady was involved.
Nah, the song ain't about nobody. I mean, everybody asked me that question. Who it's about? It's about her. It's about her. Nah, I just wrote the song. That's how I was feeling at the moment. So, for me, I write to relate.
So, what projects are you currently working on?
I do got this mixtape that I'm calling Dear Ladies.
Dear Ladies.
Yeah.
Okay, so is that's paying respect to the ladies?
Yeah. It's like a whole R&B love mixtape, like for all the females, like for everybody, for real.
So, what do you like most about going to different places and performing?
The fans. I like when they like getting them hyped, the camera in my face. I like to hear. I like the crowd to be geeked up for me, like me performing, like I like all that.
So, tell us how people can find your music and also find you and follow you.
Anywhere you listen to music, YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, anywhere. Just search up Lil Ja, LIL space JA. You find me everywhere. Just click on it, listen, give it a try. I mean, my Instagram, Lil Ja Official, 0 in the official. I mean, follow me everywhere on Instagram, add me on Snapchat, Lil Ja Official. Same as the Instagram username, Twitter, same too. Make sure you follow me, stay connected.
All right, so you have just heard it here, my special guest Lil Ja, and I have a very special guest who goes by the name of Josh James. How are you?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Doing wonderful. I see you got your guitar there. You ready?
Yeah, I'm always ready.
All right, sounds good. So tell us about Josh James. How did Josh James become interested in music, and also where you're from?
Well, I'm originally from Wilmington, North Carolina. That's what everybody calls it because I'm from a little town in Wilmington. It's so small, nobody knows about it, which is called Regalwood.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. But my mama, she always raised me in church, you know. So we went to this afternoon program one day, and it was 2 guitar players there. So you know what, Mom? I like the way that sounds. So I just picked it up, started playing.
Okay, so how long have you been playing?
About 4 to 6 years. Oh, 6 years.
Okay, you sing as well.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so tell us about how the singing started.
Well, I always been a church boy, you know. Grew up in church, singing in the choir, so that's really where it led to. And I always played R&B music growing up, so I guess it just linked together.
Girl, can you be my señorita? Travel across the coast to Costa Rica. It no matter, girl, wherever we are. Our love is like stars, it's shining real bright.
Yes, you are very talented.
Thank you.
How can people follow you and find your music?
Well, you can follow me on Instagram at JoshJames_80.
All right, so there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Josh James,
yes,
guitarist and vocalist.
Yeah.
And we so look forward to hearing more from you. And I have a very special guest with me here today. He goes by the name of Shariff, the singer.
How you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Where did you grow up?
I was born in Boston. Shout out to the Bean.
Bean.
I was raised in the DMV. I went to school in PG County. But I graduated from West Mecklenburg High School here in Charlotte. Shout out to the Queen City.
So how did you become interested in music?
I was really born into music. My mom told me that I was singing before I was talking. So it was kind of something that was just there. I just recently found out some of my great grandfathers were musicians, and they sang in the islands we were from and stuff like that. So my dad did his dancing in his days. He was one of the ones that pioneered break dancing in Boston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just in my DNA.
So what singles have you been working on?
Well, I have a couple. The one I have out right now that we're really pushing, I just put a video out for it. It's called Forever. Make sure y'all go check it out.
Check out Forever.
That's on YouTube. I have another song called 90s Love, which is a lot of my supporters' favorite because it's like a nostalgia. It's like a song of nostalgia. So I took a few tracks or a few ideas from different some 90s artists. Like you might hear a little bit of Silk in there, Joe and Usher, but it's all still original. So it's one of my favorite songs. There's so many greats. There's so many greats. I have to first give homage to the King, Michael Jackson. Because anybody that creates their own lane is who I look up to. When I was growing up, I was heavy on Usher. I was in front of the TV he had the DVDs out, I was breaking it down, doing every dance, you know. A lot of Jill Scott, Erykah Badu, Mint Condition, Earth, Wind and Fire, Layla Hathaway, Nina Simone, Jaheim, Donnell Jones, Cisco. It's a lot.
It's a lot, yeah. Now, when I first saw you, you were performing at Mooney's Groove Therapy Music. Yeah. Right.
Shout out to Mooney's.
Yes, Mooney's.
They give that platform. That's pretty cool. I do a lot of work with the youth. That's my big thing. West Mecklenburg High School is my home school. I have a program called King Up, Queen Up. Basically, we go through and we're teaching our youngs how to get in tune with themselves, you know, figure out what they want to do, get into, you know, the things that they're interested in instead of being told what to be into, you know. So some of the things that we've done over there at West Mech, we saved the school's chorus program. We got in the community, we had the petition signs. Shout out to everybody that made that happen.
Yeah.
Those kids need that, and it's appreciated more than may have been expressed or maybe, you know. But that's big because the future is in their hands, you know. The generations before me gave us the information. Now it's time for us to prepare the young to get ready to do what we need to be done.
So tell everybody how they can find you, find your music, get in touch with you, your email, Instagram.
Everything Shariff the Singer. YouTube Shariff the Singer. SoundCloud Shariff the Singer.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me here today. All right, everybody, Shariff the Singer came through the underground.
It's Queen City Fame.
That's right. With my very special guest, Oliver. Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
Doing wonderful. Good. So how you been?
Pretty good. Just working hard. That's all I can say.
Yeah, the life of a music person. I understand.
Yes, absolutely.
So how did you get interested in music?
So I got interested in music kind of randomly. I was like just recording or whatever with my cousin and everything. He started doing music and I thought like, hey, I can try it. So decided last year in around February or so, and came up with a song and recorded it. And since then it's kind of been taking off since then.
Oh, so you wasn't really serious and then all of a sudden, bam, there it is.
Not at all, yeah, it just kind of happened. I was like, oh yeah, I should definitely do it. So I had a lot of friends that were telling me, hey, you gotta keep going with it, it's pretty good. So I said, okay, fine. So,
yeah, well, I'm glad you did.
Yes, ma'am.
So what artists have influenced you?
So artists that have influenced me, definitely Bryson Tiller, Tory Lanez, new artist JaCoy. He's kind of a little bit of an underdog right now. He did tour with Kehlani, but yeah, those three guys definitely for sure. And you know, music that I grew up on, I grew up really on like punk rock music and alternative music. So my voice is obviously very alternative, and that's just what I grew up on. So when I started listening to more of, I guess, you know, hip hop and trap soul, I just kind of like gravitated towards it more, and I love like its melodies and everything. So,
okay, so what do you find challenging about music?
Cool. Challenging about music. Honestly, I find challenging about music is just trying to be relevant with, you know, what's going on today in the world, because I'm not going to mumble rap on it, obviously, because every time I get on a track, I try to enunciate my words so everyone knows like what I'm saying clearly.
Thank you for that.
Yeah, trying to get my point across.
So how would you describe your style? If somebody came up to you and said, what kind of style do you have?
Honestly, for me, I'm an artist, I just make good music. But if I had to really put it in a category, I would say I'm like, pop rap, I guess.
So let's talk about your single.
Okay.
How did that come about? And just give us all the information on
Yes,
it.
ma'am. So my new single is actually called Modern. I actually went out to California, San Francisco to work with my boy, Mike Major. You guys can follow him on Instagram at It's Mike Major. And he's a dope engineer, and he actually made the song for me, helped me write it a little bit, and that was it. I went to San Francisco, recorded it, and it came out to be pretty good. So far it's done pretty good on Instagram and stuff, and iTunes and everything.
So what do you have coming up next?
Right now, working on my EP titled Oliver. So it's about just like almost like a storyline of what I'm doing and what I'm going through right now as far as like in my life, and kind of like just getting that feel. And it has like a different vibe to everything. Also working with my boy Jay So Crazy up in Rochester on an EP as well, which has a whole lot of flavor to it.
So who would you see yourself collaborating with in the future?
Oh man, I would honestly love to collaborate with Jacoy. I think out of just Bryson Tiller and Tory Lanez and Jacoy, I think Jacoy is the one guy that I just can totally think I can vibe with for sure, because we both feel like we kind of have similar styles where he's vocalizing in his songs, but he's also like, using good flow and rapping and stuff. So I think that's why I would really want to collaborate for sure, Jacoy.
Okay, well good luck with that. I hope that happens.
If he's out there, look, Jacoy, I would love to collaborate with you. Hit me up.
Hit him up. And so tell everybody how they can find your music and follow you.
Yes, ma'am. Well, you can find me on Instagram at OLVR_official. You can also find me on Twitter at OLVR15, Facebook at OLVR Oliver, and iTunes. You can find my single Modern. You can find me on Spotify as well. I have a lot of tracks there, and also on SoundCloud.
All right, so there you have it, Oliver.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for joining me today on the Underground. Tell us your name.
Tony Gettys.
Tony Gettys, and Tony Gettys is a comedian.
Yes.
Right out here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Right. Making it do what it do. Making it do what it do.
That's right.
Yeah.
So let's talk. How did you get interested in comedy?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but to condense that is I was looking for a place to release some pain. Turning pain into comedy. One thing that I realized that if I can make someone laugh just for a few moments, and just for that few moments that they can forget about whatever hurt and pain that they're going through, then I think I have done what I was supposed to do for that day. That's my thing. Yes.
Yeah, and we need comics like you because, even when you're having a bad day, you turn on a comedian or watch a comedian and you feel better all of a sudden.
Right, that's correct. Correct. Comedy is almost like church. People go to church for spiritual food. People go to comedy shows to nurture their funny bone. You never know what people are going through. So that's why the comedy business is huge. Because people are looking for something that can take their mind off of whatever they're going through, if it's just for a moment.
Exactly. So can you recall a time that you've actually, maybe somebody was having a bad day and they listened to you, they saw your performance, and then they were feeling a lot better?
I think people are more, I won't say a show, I think my actions of how my grind is. People knowing that I'm not going to give up. By any means necessary, I'm going to do what it has to do so that I can get to where I want to be. And I think people see that more than shows or jokes. They're saying that his drive, his dedication, his motivation. And people may see that from afar, but yet it affects them in their lives.
Now, but here's the thing. Now, when we were little, we used to ride our skateboards, our 10-speeds, to the corner store. Now we go buy things like Chico Sticks, Freezer Pops, M&M's. But this big kid, this man-child, was buying things like Newport cigarettes, Rogaine for men, and the latest edition of Chug's magazine.
So tell us all, how can we follow you?
Follow me right now, Tony Gettys Comedy on Facebook and Instagram.
Well, thank you everybody for joining us for The Underground with your girl Nayomi Charnelle and my special guest Tony Gettys.
Hey, for real though.
Had a ball with you. All right, everyone. See you next time. Bye.
Bye-bye.
My business, and I don't need a witness. Snapchat when I do what it does, disappear when I finish. Pull up in a Ford, look at I be poor. Seen they flying coast to coast, you know that I be torn. What you got up in those guards, I know that it is born. Grind so hard I cannot sleep from night to the morning. Connected to the socket, man, all I'm doing is profit. Connected to the socket, man, all I'm doing is profit. Straight gas, no brakes, and ain't no way to stop it. Connected to the socket, man, all I'm doing is profit.
Pull up and I look like a bag. Your bitch look like a drag. Dripping the hoe, get the red. Running the profit, I'm gon' get the cash. Doing numbers on the dash. You know my plugged in. Tell them to run the pesos. Fly way above them. I be coolin' tryna run it up. Blowing cookies till I'm blended up. Pushing lips, yeah, it's coming up. I don't really give 100 for. Y'all bitch born. We pull up in foreigns. We all by the coins. Yeah, annoying. I'm probably torn. You probably snoring. I'ma run out the bag. They gon' run out of gas. Got these bump mad. Eat every verse, I'ma feast on the track. Erica V call it lethal attack. I told you I'm cold. I just got dressed and I froze. You just got blessed with the dope. I'm always on go. Whoa.
Pull up in a Ford, look at I be poor. Seen they flying coast to coast, you know that I be torn. What you got up in those guards, I know that it is born. Grind so hard I cannot sleep from night to the morning. Connected to the socket, man, all I'm doing is profit. Connected to the socket, man, all I'm doing is profit. Straight gas, no brakes, and ain't no way to stop it. Connected to the socket, man, all I'm doing is profit. You're living in a
Queen City fame serving up at the Mound. Make hits like the Panthers, pound after pound. Keep that southern energy, this motor go around. Jay the God in the biz and I'm coming for the crown.
They know my name.